The other bridesmaid, who is married, was in an Eiffel Tower with 2 of the groomsmen. Wait, this is the best part. Her husband has left her because I guess this isn't the first time.
Yo, the f***? I killed a centipede with my sword the other day. And I
know you sent us a Snapchat video of it.
I've killed another one. I've become...
Why? What did that centipede do to you? Huh?
Run around my floor. I've become the centipede killer with my sword, and I can love that. When centipedes go to bed, they see me at night.
Didn't you have a nightmare last night?
I did.
Maybe this is centipede.
It was the
karma.
ghost. It was the ghost of the centipedes that I killed. Yeah, that was cool. But also love that was the functionality of my sword. Like everyone was like, "What are you gonna have a sword for?" Like if someone breaks in and they have a gun, what's a sword gonna do? Fucking I don't know. That's whatever. Killing centipedes though, fucking amazing to do with a sword.
Hot. Your face, you're like, I'm so fucking done with you.
Never coming on here again.
Guys, welcome back to the Last Drop podcast, where I just bully my friends. Jacob is back because Zemi is gone.
Is gone.
I think I explained it on First Drop.
Yeah.
Patreon. So
Not well, but yeah, you did.
Will you shut up? You're so mean to me.
You're
so mean.
This is gonna be another podcast where the next time you're gonna have to give a disclaimer where you're like, "I'm so sorry, I was so mean to my friend. Like, I'm not normally like that." That's you.
I don't care.
That's fine.
They can bullet. They can cancel me.
It's fine.
I don't care. I'll come out on top of your dad. Guys, this episode we got some interesting things for you. I have a funny story to tell. We got a good Lil Poo Poo Boi story, and then Jacob and I are gonna dive into a little r/am I the a-hole. So before we get into that, make sure to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Please don't bring that up. Make sure to subscribe, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, do all the things that help us. If you sign up for the Patreon, we had a very excellent Patreon episode.
Yeah.
Jacob, say harmonica.
Harmonica. We're saying the same sentence.
I'm going to go home. No, we are not.
We're saying the same word.
First off, harmonica is a word, not a sentence.
You got me on that one, but that's the only thing you got.
We're not doing this again. Guys, we had multiple huge arguments actually on the Patreon episode, so sign up for that. It's probably the cheapest that it ever will be. $3 a month, right? Go sign up for it. We got, after that one goes up, 24 episodes, extra episodes right there at your finger knuckles? I think I was going more for like finger dips because I was going to say tips. 24 episodes at your fingertips for $3 a month. Sounds like a fucking bargain to me. What about you, Jacob? Shut the fuck up. Why do you come back? Why do you help me?
Don't subscribe. Don't pay for his Patreon. If you want to support me, don't subscribe.
Jacob's like, I'm gonna make a Patreon and you guys can just subscribe to me.
Yeah, you'll get no content, but you can just like it's actually gonna be a GoFundMe for my therapy that I have to do.
I send you to.
Yeah. That I have to go to because of you. Not because of you, but because of me.
No, we know who it's because of, but we can't put that out on the internet like that.
My own diagnosis? I don't have a diagnosis. That's not true.
I feel like there's a person who at least, if maybe not the whole reason, but
if God complex is a symptom of something, I have that.
It's called narcissism.
Oh,
babes,
fuck.
You definitely do.
Oh, rats. Yo, for sure have that.
Anyways, guys, Patreon, $3 a month, or you can pay $10 a month and you get these episodes early as well. I've been pumping those out. Also, just the best way to support the podcast. If you've been listening for a while and you like listening and you're like, hey, I could use some extra episodes and see Sarby naked, sign up for that. You won't actually see me naked, but I can at least click. I told someone I would heavily consider doing an OnlyFans, but it would be run as like I do like Calvin Klein underwear model shoots.
I wouldn't pay for that.
Well, that's good because you're not my target demographic.
That's fair.
But you've seen, how do you think I would look? You've seen me in my underwear.
Yeah.
What would you rate that?
10 out of 10, brother.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that.
Did you call me dad? Not daddy, just dad.
Dad.
Thanks, father.
Do you want me to call you daddy? You want me to call you father? What are you, my priest?
Oh, I should never be anyone's
That'd be
priest.
so funny. Can I do
If
a
I was a
confession?
priest? Oh, if you want, but listen, as soon as I get into a church, my skin starts to kind of feel weird. So, like, I don't know if I'm the best. I went to Barcelona, and there's like that big ass church that you're supposed to go to as a tourist thing, and I was like, fuck all that.
I've never been to Barcelona.
La Grada Familia, I think is what it's called. I don't know.
That La Grada Familia isn't Familia.
Sagrada Familia.
Familia is family.
Look it up.
That doesn't make sense. They wouldn't name a church after. It would be called Saint something or other. I think you got it mixed up. I think you weren't paying attention.
Look it up.
I think you don't respect Spanish culture.
No, I respect
because
Spanish culture.
you're a fucking asshole.
No, I went and here's me not, if you want to hear me not respect Spanish culture, I went in and I learned how to make a Spanish tortilla, which is not like a Mexican tortilla. It's not flour based. It's all egg based. It's like almost like I don't want to say a quiche, but it's closer to a quiche than it is like a flour tortilla. Learned how to make that from a grandma, and now mine is 10 times better than hers because I know how to season. Anyway.
What do you mean they don't season their shit?
They do, but I put more seasonings in mine.
Okay, so you're unhealthy. You're gonna have high cholesterol. You're gonna have high sodium levels. You're gonna die
Already
early.
do, brother.
You're gonna accomplish. You said on the last or not last podcast, but
One
a couple
of
of podcasts ago, like you're gonna die at the age of 25. When do you turn 26?
March.
All right, so you still got a long time, bro.
Yeah, but I said I was gonna die at the age of 25 in a car accident.
That's true, but you can't always be 100% right. What if you died? What did you say? March 6th?
March 10th.
10th? What if you died like March 9th at like 11:59 p.m.?
Then I'd be right. That'd be another one.
That would be a shitty thing to be right about.
Well, there's worse things to be right about.
Like what?
Having
What
AIDS.
is worth it? What?
Having AIDS. Oh, I think I got AIDS. Time to go
But
get tested.
No, that's not worse because AIDS has a cure now, or not a cure, but like a.
No, not AIDS. HIV has treatments, but AIDS, I think once you have AIDS.
No, Jacob.
You got
AIDS
AIDS.
also has treatment.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know enough about
Oh
this
my
subject to like
God.
double down on this.
It's actually not as bad as it. That's a very common like, but it has like I don't think it has something that like completely cures it, but it has something that makes it. From my understanding, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are like, "No, Sarby, you're just a fucking dipshit, and you're gonna get AIDS and die."
I hope you.
But
get
I'm
AIDS and
pretty
die.
sure there's something I can't remember. I listened to a podcast where they're talking about it, but like you can get it and then like take something that like basically makes it like dormant forever. Not forever, but like if you keep taking it, you can't transmit it to anybody.
That's HIV. From my understanding, HIV is the virus, which is the same as AIDS, but AIDS is once HIV has completely run its course. HIV shuts down your immune system.
We
and AIDS
got our
is what it
degrees
has.
in marketing. I don't think we're qualified to educate people on this.
Listen, I studied a little bit of medicine. It's fine.
Oh. All right, we can steer away from that. Can I tell you what happened at this fucking comedy show?
I'm terrified to learn.
It's fine.
Okay,
It has nothing to do with you.
Well, can we back up? So, if you want to give a background on who we're talking about, the comedian.
So, there is a comedian by the name of James Stanley. Very funny guy.
Very funny.
Very funny. He opened for Jeffrey. And he's actually going to come on the podcast. We're recording on September 1st. At least that's what it is in my calendar. Which means that will be out September 7th.
No way.
Yeah.
That's sick.
He's hilarious. You probably won't be there. Because I think 4 people on the mic is
That would
way
be
too
fine.
many.
That's fine.
But
That's
if
fine.
you want to be there to like watch, you can definitely we can cuck you.
No, because here's the thing. If I'm sitting in the room, I will want to be a part of the conversation. So I can't
Maybe
do that.
I don't know. Maybe we could
No,
try out
no,
a
no, that's
4-person.
fine. No, no.
I'm fine with it. Like I'm fine with it. It's just more like my concern on podcasts with people with like 4 people. I just think it's a little chaotic and it's not as enjoyable to hear.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe if the people want you there. We could. It's a possibility. This is just how it works in my head. We also don't even know if you're going to be a reoccurring.
Yeah. Are we
character.
gonna do it like Survivor style, where it's like you got to vote for either Jacob or Zemi? Vote for Jacob or Zemi next podcast, and we're both like, I wonder who's gonna get in next time. Anyway.
I mean, I don't want it to be like that. I kind of want it to be, and just for I guess we can kind of tell.
You
them,
want
like,
us to fight to the death?
that would be fucking awesome. We would do that for the Patreon for sure.
Oh.
I think it would be funny to do like some sort of wrestling where you're severely handicapped but still kick our ass. What if it was me and Zemi versus you?
I could do that. I'd kill both of you.
I don't think so.
Oh, I'd kill both of you.
That'd
I've
be
done that as
crazy.
drills.
What if we did MMA? I think it would be fun to do like
I would kill you both
Sarby,
faster.
Zemi, and Jacob do MMA.
Okay,
That'd be crazy.
I will hurt you.
Well, I'm not saying we fight each other. I'm saying like we learn it.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
maybe
we could do
spar or like
that. I do
wrestle or not wrestle, roll.
I might have some connections. Maybe I would have to like look it up. But
Thanks for that. That was really useful
Okay.
to the audience.
Okay. We were having a conversation. I wasn't trying to be entertaining. I was like,
There's
we're gonna do something.
There's a metaphorical third person here at all times. God, you have much to learn. That's so mean. You have much to learn in the ways of the content creator.
I have a degree in this.
Anyways, let me tell my fucking story. Stop
Sorry.
cutting me off. You're so rude. You're so mean to me.
just getting
You
you back.
bully me all the time. The audience knows it. It's definitely not me.
I'm getting you back for first drop.
That's true. That's true. Well, I feel like you were mean to me on first drop.
Once.
Okay, yeah, fair. That's
but
it's
I
like
was,
one,
but I was
1 to 4 at this
but-
point.
But I was mean.
So there's this comedian. His name's James. He opened for Jeffrey. I can't remember because I was also drunk. Jacob doesn't remember a thing from that comedy show. But he like kind of roasted Jacob. Like only crowd work he did pointed out Jacob and he said something. And he's just really like, he's on the spectrum, but he uses that to his advantage and like very much incorporates it. And I remember it. I think it had something to do with that. Maybe we'll ask him on the podcast and hit like if he remembers, be like, if you remember this, let us know. But ever since I wanted to get him on the podcast, I was like, dude, I'm gonna come to one of your shows. He was headlining at like kind of a smaller comedy club around here. So I go by myself because none of the boys wanted to show up. Fuck you.
I think I was in a different state.
I know, but still, fuck you. You're in North Carolina or whatever. So I roll up, and I didn't realize like when Jeffrey did it too, they kind of had a lot of fluff. It was like a host who opened, and then like 2 or 3 guests, and then the host again, and then the opener, and then Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And so this place was kind of this, I don't know, I was kind of expecting it just to be like boom, boom, but I'm dumb. I should have figured that out because it was like an hour and a half. So this club, it's called the Comedy Corner. It was in the basement of like a bar.
I think I've been there.
Okay. It got really fucking hot down there. Like, I don't know what they were doing, but they were not running the AC. So I sit towards the front because like naturally people try to sit in the back because like, you know,
wanna
it's
get
scary.
called out or
They don't want,
whatever,
yeah,
yeah.
they don't want to get called out. I love being in the front. I'm like, yo, fucking, I'll say some dumb shit to like, yo, you need a clip, bro? I'll alley you.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
alley-oop it.
just-
What's your job? I'm a hooker. Like,
yeah. What's your job? I feel like even just saying content creator, they're still gonna just be like, I can't think of
Actually,
anything because I'm not good.
I
but-
would love to be like, I run meme accounts. Like, what do you say to that? There's so many ways you could go with that. Oh, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Good to know.
be like, oh, so you didn't go to college? And you'd be like,
Ha!
I
did. And I still to this day have zero clue where my degree is. Anyways, we gotta get through this. So we go to the show. It's hot as fuck, and like, I don't want to put it like I mean this in the nicest way. Like, so they did this opener. She was actually really good, and then they were
Get her
kind of
on.
like doing this content. What are you doing?
get her on the podcast. I was taking off my shoes.
I haven't made I got to chat with her a little bit after the show, but I didn't get to like really connect with her. They had a couple like contest people. Honestly, neither of them were amazing. And then they had a couple of guests, and one guy fucking tanked.
Oh no!
And it's funny because apparently he's supposed to be really good, but he went up there and like it's not that his jokes weren't funny, it's that they didn't make sense. Like, he tried to make a joke because he was apparently gay. He tried to make a joke about Dumbledore being gay, and it just like didn't make sense. Like, I wanted to laugh for him, but I was like, I genuinely don't know why this would be funny.
Yeah, you're just more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
like ha ha ha.
But I could tell like I could tell that he had delivered the punchline
Yeah,
because of the way that
The
he like let
cadence.
it sit,
yeah.
and nobody laughed. Like, I wasn't the only one. Nobody understood what he was saying. So, and I felt bad because that guy, like at the end, I went and like chatted with James, and then the other comics were there. That guy just left. He was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Deuces. Granted, it wasn't like a big crowd. So maybe if there were more people would have understood it or whatever, but it was just, it did not land. So honestly, the opener was pretty good. She was really good. And then the other acts were like, whatever. But during the last one, the one right before James came on, he was kind of like a story, nothing to do with him. His stories weren't bad. I just felt like they weren't like funny, or I felt like he could have, the build up, there wasn't enough funny parts. So when you got to the joke, it was kind of like, oh, that's
like, oh,
I get where you're like, he made a joke about like white people touching ethnic people's hair.
Okay.
Which I thought was a good premise, but he just didn't like, there was no build up. And like, this is my toxic side being like, and I've done a stand-up comedy routine. So I'm like, I feel like I could do something better, which is probably wrong. But that's where my brain went. I was like, I know how to make things funny, even to the build up, even as I'm saying the story and nothing's funny, but
I was going to say,
but this is a story.
Laughing my ass off.
This isn't a stand-up bit.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's where, honestly, this isn't even really funny. I just like, this is what not to do when something bad happens, right?
Okay.
So this guy's up on stage and he's doing his bit. All of a sudden, he's like, and I'm totally wired in. I'm at the front. I can't see anything behind me. All of a sudden, he's kind of like not saying his jokes anymore. And just like, whoa, what's going on? And I look back and there's someone like sprawled out on the floor and a bunch of people around him. But I had no clue what was happening. Like the people around me had no idea what was happening. We were all like, what the fuck?
You're like, why is this funny man not telling his jokes?
Yeah. And so we all look and the funny thing is nobody knew what to do. And I realized there wasn't anybody from the bar really in that basement. The whole thing was getting ran by these comedians, sound, lighting, everything. Nobody was there on a professional level. So like there was not one person who was like, this is my responsibility.
Yeah.
So like the host is looking at the guy on stage who's looking at the headliner, James, who's looking at like, or who's probably not looking at anybody because he's autistic. And like, just it's all over the. Nobody knows.
Boy's
what to
thinking
do.
about aquariums and it's just like,
yeah. Shout out, one of his jokes is really
It's
fucking
so
funny
funny.
about aquariums. But he, well, it's not about aquariums, but it involves. So nobody knows what to do. We're like, let's call an ambulance. Finally, someone's like, I'm gonna call an ambulance. So they call 911, and finally this guy like pops up. And you know how, have you ever seen someone pass out before?
Yes.
Like it happens all the time. Like they pop up and they're like, what happened? And they're kind of embarrassed and they're trying to be like, no, I'm good, bro. Like I'm good. Like don't need an ambulance. Don't need da 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 da.
yeah.
And so it was kind of this like, meanwhile, this dude is on stage, like trying to practice his, you know, what his
job.
dream.
Or yeah,
Not his job, but his dream.
dream.
This is what he wants to get good at. Meanwhile, this guy's passed out. He's not the type of personality to be like, hey, like so-and-so, dude. Like if I was up there, I would have been like, so-and-so, go get the manager upstairs. So-and-so, call the hospital. So-and-so, like ask someone for a glass of water. Like this dude's probably dehydrated and shit. Mm-hmm. He's like, like kind of awkwardly, like still speaking into the mic, but like to them, like, is he okay? Is everything okay? Should we get water? Is somebody calling an ambulance? Like, you know,
which is probably how 93% of all of us would react in that situation.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
exactly. But I was also like, it's not my responsibility. What am I gonna do? I'm in the audience.
I don't know, man.
It's like at a sport, if like somebody got hurt on the ice. Okay, actually, no, that's a lie. If somebody got hurt in the stands, like, would you expect the spectator? And he was like multiple rows behind me.
I don't expect you to, but like, I don't know. Like,
okay, I could have done something.
That's what I'm saying. You
right.
could have done something.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had
silence your phone. I'm sorry. No, you're fine. Anyways,
get out of here. Phone.
Just that's not even the kicker. This dude passes out.
More?
There's chaos. No. Here, this is the kicker. There's chaos. Nobody knows what's going on. This guy's like, do I not like actively saying it, but he's like, do I continue my set? Should I wait?
That is a hard call.
This girl in the back of the room. Everyone's trying to figure out, what do we do? This girl goes, do you like cheese? The guy on the mic is like, huh? What did you say? She's like, do you like cheese? And for a second, even the dude who passed out is just like,
what?
Huh? Like, What did you just say? Like,
What did she say? What did he say?
and of course, me being who I am.
Oh, you chirped in?
No,
Oh.
I let out a hyena laugh.
Oh.
Because that was probably the funniest thing that happened ever since the opener came off.
Yeah.
Like, it was so funny that, like, this girl, like, and here's the thing. They were all theater kids, so I didn't understand, like, here's what they should have been. Are you okay? Did someone got him? Okay, show must go on. While you're figuring that out, I'm going to keep, like, talking.
Okay.
Because, like, the guy by this time had, like, sat up, and people were just asking him, like, do you need to leave? And, like, dude, this is your moment. Like, and you're on a timer. Like, you got to finish your shit. But he didn't. So I think what this chick was trying to do was, like, the show must go on. Like, but the way that she did it
is just like, what a random, like, tee up. Like you were saying earlier, like, where you could tee something up. Like, she's like, do you like cheese? Dog is like, huh?
Like, where do you go with that? And also, that's I mean, not saying that there's a better thing to say, but, like, what?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of right now, like, what is a better thing to say? And
well,
honestly,
I think as the audience member, you just kind of got to, like, sit back and I think a real comedian would have, like, that's a terrible thing to say.
Real comedian.
I mean, okay, professional. I'm sorry. But, like, a professional comedian would have been like, like, figure it out. Like, if that were to happen in, like, a theater show.
Well, I'm thinking, like,
unless he was dead. Like, he was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was like, oh, he just passed out because it was too hot down here. Like, send him upstairs. That's what I would have done. I would have been like, hey, yo, like,
get this man out of here. I'm trying to be funny.
Hey, wait, can you do that again?
Oh, no.
No, do it one more time. No, seriously, like, I noticed something. All right, now put your fingers out.
Nope. Nope. I thought it was something with the camera.
You want to pick my nose? You got to move it back further. That was what Zemi was doing. Okay, you can put it down now. It's not funny. It's not a good bit.
It doesn't care. I thought I was having fun. Once again.
This isn't about you.
Once again.
This is all about
I'm out
me.
here just chilling.
Yeah. Well, nobody likes you because you're adopted. But yeah, I was. Anyways, long story short,
shout out my mom because I know she's listening.
Yeah, shout out Jacob's mom. Apparently, she listens to the podcast a lot now that Jacob's on there,
which terrifies me.
Yo, I got some dirt on you. I could fucking expose you right to your mother.
She knows all the things I've done.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Okay. Well, then I can't. Yeah. Not like an amazing story, but that happened and I was
that's a crazy
I
fucking
need
story.
somebody to dissect it. Like, I wish I would have experienced that.
You need a
with my
therapist.
Jacob, you don't go to a therapist because someone said or asked a comedian on stage, do you like cheese?
You just be like, I gotta break this down, dog. That's what you were like, I needed to talk through this with someone. That's called a therapist.
Here's the thing. You can do that with your friends, Jacob.
I know.
For a therapist is my mom. I can't say that. A therapist is like, my mom used to verbally abuse me.
Yeah.
You don't go to therapist, he's like, yo, my time is valuable. There are people out there with serious mental illnesses. And then I walk in and I'm like, Doc,
let me tell you this story.
I got some shit I got to work out because it's in here. It's stuck. And then I go up to him and I'm like, this guy at a comedy, or it was a girl. This girl at a comedy show asked the comedian, do you like cheese? I really would hope that therapist would like throw me in the loony bin for being such a fucking dickhead.
Listen, that's the beauty about therapists. You can talk to them about whatever you want, dog.
Speaking about
whatever you want, man.
Or I could just do that with my friend. I could hold you hostage and be like, come shoot a podcast with me.
I was gonna say exactly what you're making me do right now. Come on a podcast with me
so I can trauma dump.
Yeah. How was James's set though?
Very good.
Very good.
His bits that like are polished were really good, and then he was trying some stuff out clearly. But that's the cool thing. Like that's what I love
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it too. I mean, you could tell like the ones that weren't polished and the ones that were, but either way, it was super duper good.
I've gone to a couple of like professional comedians. I've seen John Mulaney twice.
You were blackout for both of them.
Not for John Mulaney. I've been sober for both of those.
Oh, that was Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer, I was blackout.
That's
for
what
that
it was.
Which
sorry
was kind of. I'll circle back to that. But I've seen John Mulaney twice, and it was cool because when you see him live, you get to. My phone's over there, so whatever it is, it's you.
What is that?
I know. I keep feeling it too. The table's vibrating, and we don't know what's going on. I feel it too.
Are we being pranked right now? Anyways, what were you saying?
Bert
Kreischer?
Bert Kreischer. I saw.
Okay, wait. Is this like?
It's not that pertinent.
Okay, can we
cut
move
this.
on?
It's fine.
I'm sorry. I just want to.
No,
we
it has
got a little
nothing to
poop. We got a lot to go through.
I know.
I
let's
just want
go.
to get to this Reddit.
Let's go.
Okay. Guys, we got a little poo poo boy this week. Did we have a little pee pee or a little poo poo last week? Oh, the podcast is even out. You wouldn't even know. We had a poopy boy. So 2 poopy boys in a row. I apologize. I tried to switch it up, but this one was really good. Oh, this is actually a poopy girl. And last week was a poopy girl.
Oh my God, you're just rehashing last week.
Lots of poopies. Lots of poopy poopies. I was in the doctor's office with horrible abdominal pain from my ovarian cysts. They wanted to get an x-ray of my pelvic area, so they prepped me by giving me a hospital gown to put on over my clothes and hooked up an IV to me. When a nurse came in and gave me a large cup with bright red liquid in it and told me to drink it all before my scan, I thought it was just juice to keep me hydrated or something. So I chugged it all and talked with my mom as we were left alone in the room for a long while. As we were chatting, I felt my tummy rumbling and thought I just had to fart, so I leaned over to one side and let one rip. I shit all over my pants while staring my mom straight in the eye. Can you imagine? Lock eyes.
That's
from
just
the
like
room.
that's just like the would you rather from like 2 weeks ago of like having to pee and make eye contact with someone. But I couldn't.
Poop would be crazy.
Absolutely.
That's a very vulnerable moment. I've made eye contact with my cat while he's shitting in the litter box.
Yeah.
Although that doesn't feel like I'm like, oh, dude, you're doing you. You like
My.
what is that?
It's all. But this is definitely not.
No,
it.
that definitely sounds like a. Oh, there it was. Is your like thing? No, I don't think so. Wait, no, I don't think so.
Is it rubbing up against this? Is it just
That's not
your
enough.
chair? What is happening?
What year is it? Okay, wait. I don't know. Okay. Anyways,
I'm not going to be able to focus if it keeps happening.
we'll figure it out. It'll happen. We're smart.
No, we're not.
We both have marketing degrees. We can do this. Okay. I don't even remember what were we talking about.
She shit her pants looking.
No. What were we? Oh, we were talking about
the would you rather from like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was just saying that sometimes I'll watch. Well, not
Beans.
anymore because I got him a litter box now. But like sometimes
Dude,
we'd be
that's
like,
huge.
"What's up, sexy?"
I
Not sexy. That's my cat.
hey yo,
Like father, like son.
yes.
Boom.
Boys.
Turn it around. Bestiality? No.
Now you're on your own on that one, there, dog.
Yeah, you're right. Let me just continue on this. Whatever.
Oh, there's more. Oh,
Whatever was happening. So I shit all over my pants while staring my mom straight in the eye. I seriously couldn't believe what just happened, and I had no idea what to do or say. Eventually, I managed to tell her, and I grabbed my IV pole and waddled to the bathroom. As I cleaned myself up as best as I could, my mom did her best to clean up my embarrassing mess. She ripped off the paper sheet I was sitting on, but she couldn't find a trash can big enough for it, so she threw it in the hospital's dirty laundry bin.
that's not better. That's so much not better.
Can you imagine just
No!
like you're like, oh, okay, just like doing the laundry. Well, they probably have gross shit all the time on the laundry.
What kind of scan was she getting? Is
X-ray.
Because I used to work in an imaging department, and I know exactly the type of fucking trash can she's talking about. And do you know who?
Laundry bin.
Laundry bin? Yeah, those things.
Was that you?
Me. Fucking me.
Dude, this could have happened to you.
I know, and I would have been just
That
like,
hits home.
I would have been like,
Well, but did you have
That
to like
sucks.
move the laundry out of the bin?
no, I would move. Honestly, if
See, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, imagine you're like,
I would have had
my
to like,
job.
I seal the bag, and I would have to move it somewhere where someone else would clean it. And 100%, I know myself. I would have seen it in there and be like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. And just sealed it up and be like,
somebody else's problem.
Yep,
Somebody
absolutely.
else. Well, I mean, they probably got to be. I mean, there's got to be like blood and shit all over those laundry. The hospital laundry.
Hospital laundry, yes, but like imaging, not fucking usually, dude. Like most people in the imaging department aren't like
Yeah, but they're not
open wounds.
Oh yeah, you're right. But like the person doing the people doing the laundry are probably doing laundry for the entire.
That is probably a fair point.
So, I mean, I'm sure it's far and few in between.
Yeah.
But and what is the? I don't know. What is the procedure of that? Like if a sheet gets bled on too much, do they just toss it?
I don't know. They probably bleached the shit out
If
of
you
it.
if you know hospital stuff, let us know. Anyways, she ripped off the paper sheet I was sitting on, but she couldn't find a trash bag big enough for it, so she threw it in the hospital's dirty laundry bin. When I got back, we tried to air out the room as much as possible, but I'm pretty
Just
sure
sitting there with the door, just
but I'm pretty sure the doctor could still smell what had happened, when we came back. TLDR, nurse forgot to mention that she gave me a cup of liquid laxatives. Have you ever taken laxatives? I don't think I've ever.
I have not, but I do have a story about my friends taking laxatives in Colorado.
Good segue.
Yes.
Good segue.
Yes.
Wait, real quick before we get into that, we've been rating the poopy and pissy girl stories. What would you rate this?
On a what to what?
1 to 10.
And
And
I feel like you got to give it like more like a clever something. Like give this.
Why are
like
you making our jobs harder?
Like 1 being rabbit.
No.
Rabbit turds to 10 being tsunami.
We're
you know
doing,
what I mean? Like
we're doing this because like we get like good or like mildly good stories all the time, and last week was like clearly the best. So we rated it like a 9.5 so that there's still margin to be like this is better. Or the same caliber, you know?
So I would put this one lower.
Absolutely.
Just because of location. As we were saying, a hospital is a hospital place is where shit and blood happens. It happens. When you're not in a place where it's equipped to handle something like that, I think that's worse.
I think it has potential. I agree. Like I don't think it's as good as the last one. I would probably put it at like a 7.7. But it's good because like I love hearing the aftermath. Like when people shit their pants, like it just happens. You know, like this was and this was kind of funny because it was like I didn't know this was gonna happen kind of thing. But it's even better that they were like, we got to get rid of the evidence. Like the mom was like, we gotta hide this. And
also G move.
Yeah, great, awesome.
Absolutely G move.
I feel like if I shit myself, what would your mom? This is great because your mom will see this.
Hi, Mom.
What would your mom do if you shit yourself in front of her and you had to tell her?
Oh, she would 100% help me. Like, I'm trying to think like, am I in a hospital gown like this? And I did that. Like, am I just in this situation? Because she would probably run the ones exactly like that.
So, and that's actually something too I forgot to mention. It's wild that they gave her a hospital gown, but they were just like, put it over your clothes.
No, that's pretty standard.
What's the point?
I think because the hospital gowns you can then slide like the lead plates into for like the x-rays and shit.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess I haven't had that many x-rays in my life.
I haven't either, but I used to work in a
sick brag, bro.
Yeah, sup.
You think you're so cool working in a hospital?
Sup. I'm huge.
I bet you go to therapy too, huh?
I do.
Pussy.
I do.
I'm sorry, that was really
seen
mean.
some shit.
That was really mean, guys. I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, my mom 100% would do the exact same thing, I think. Sit down.
Shut up.
Sit down.
I get anxiety that I didn't hit record on this. Wouldn't that suck if we've been recording for like 30 minutes?
Hey, you know what she'd talk to that anxiety about?
I gotta say that's pretty checkmate of you.
Got your punk ass.
You did. I will give you that one. I have no rebuttal. What is this story about you fucking some guy in Colorado and then shitting himself?
Ha.
Okay. Was it with?
It was not with.
Oh, I should bleep that out. Fuck. I always like give myself too much work. No, shut it. No.
Do we need to make a signal?
No.
Do we need to make a signal so you can catch this back in editing?
I thought you were gonna pull the like say his name a bunch of times. Don't stop.
Now I want to.
No, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
In these ones, it's easier because I go through the entire thing to like find clips and stuff.
You didn't bleep the last one when I said, "Oh, now you're gonna have to bleep this person's name," and then I said,
"Well, but that wasn't the same person's name, so
Okay.
it didn't really matter."
Oh, okay. But okay,
bitch, try to tell me what I.
So I'll tell this quickly. Basically, I was in Colorado for a wrestling camp. One of the other wrestlers there had a fucked up tailbone. He had broke his tailbone, and
That's wild. That's breaking your ass, right?
Yes.
Because your tailbone is like.
Wait, it gets worse.
Oh God.
His tailbone, because of the way that it was broken and the way that it rehealed, it pinches his
sphincter, like his
Not,
booty hole.
Not his booty hole, but like the tube that goes to his booty hole. I don't know what intestine.
Sounds like a defect.
They
should have done surgery
they
for
didn't,
that or something.
I think he was like in the process of
Can
that.
you imagine if we couldn't control? Like, imagine we couldn't hold our excrement.
So he could, because it wasn't like pressing up against that, but it was just like in between. Moral of the story is he needed to take liquid laxative to make his combine the names. Combine them. He had to take this
Sounds like a
laxative.
Liquacative.
Liquacative.
I don't know. That sounded nothing like a duck. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my head. I just felt the need to interrupt you because as a middle child, I always was fighting for
your
to be
parents'
heard.
attention.
So I needed to interrupt everything. Sorry, keep going. See, why would I need my therapy when I am the therapist?
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you just gotta let him laugh at his own jokes, and then once he comes back, then you keep telling
funny,
us.
bro. Put me on a fucking stand-up comedy stage.
I would. Yeah, let's do it.
Are you down? I actually do want to try to do an open mic.
No,
Come on.
I would be
Don't
so
be a
bad.
pussy. Who cares?
I don't think I'm. Well, I know
Would
that.
you do
like,
improv with me?
improv?
That's different. It's theater. You don't have to come up with anything.
I know.
Like, excuse me, pre-prepped. Like, you just show up and you.
See, like I go back and forth on both of those two things because, like, improv, I'm like, I don't think I'm quick enough. Because I'm like, I'm a much better like public speaker and like on a prepared material. But then I think of like doing stand up and I think, I don't think I could prepare good enough material.
Really?
Yes.
I think.
Let me close out this story about.
Okay, yeah, you're sorry. You're sorry.
Dog. Who's narcissist? Is it me or you?
I said you're sorry. I apologize for you to myself. What is wrong with me? What?
Oh, you're losing it, man. Mine.
No, that's mine.
Mine.
That one's definitely mine.
Not anymore.
You're driving home. That's mine.
Fuck.
We'll share.
Okay. Sick.
In Russia, beer. Wait, no. What is it? What's the meme?
In communist Russia, we all drink. I don't know. I know what you're trying to. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do, but like I can't do it either. Which is why I don't think I would be good at improv, and I don't think I could do.
But then you work on it. It's fun.
That's true.
Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
So he has this laxative that makes all of his shit liquid because the way his tailbone is, he cannot poop solid.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why can't he poop solid?
Because his tailbone like pinches into his digestive system.
So it's not pushing it. It's like the tube is like.
It is. There's
so he has to shit diarrhea every single time.
Yes. And he told us that.
He told you that?
Yeah, and we're like, that's because he was like, because he had this like
that
medicine.
I would not.
Because he had this medicine and he was like, taking a drink of it, and
Lie.
we were being like, we were like children. We're like, why are you taking medicine? Like, whatever.
Lie. There's so many. You could just lie.
Well, he told us, and we're like, no fucking way.
I actually have a funny story about that, but
we're like,
finish
no,
yours and then
yeah. We're like, no fucking way. So 2 other wrestlers were like, let us try it. And he's like, are you sure? And they were like, yes. So they took some.
No.
We're at a wrestling practice.
No.
And we just...
You know what? Serves them right. We can finish, but...
They didn't shit on the mat or anything, but like we were like mid-practice or anything, and we just see both of them, because they were practicing together, stand up at the exact same time, look around, panicked, and dart for the bathroom, like the fastest I've ever seen them run. Like they're... But yeah, they made it all in the toilet, but like...
Oh, that's not as fun. Boo!
Listen.
Boo!
Listen.
Oh, sorry, that was way too loud. I apologize.
Sorry, headphones. Sorry, headphones.
That was kind of crazy.
If you just cup it,
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Boo, Jacob sucks at storytelling. Oh my god, this is ASMR. Bro, what if I stuck my tongue inside of your ear?
Is that what that is? Is that ASMR?
Oh, okay. This is how we're speaking the rest of the podcast. What if I liked it? What if you what? Like the tongue in the ear. You just said that. Are you that ADD brain today? No, you just can't speak clearly because you're a fucking idiot. That's correct, but unrelated. Is there like...
I cut the shit.
Is there like a degrade ASMR kink?
Probably for sure, yeah.
You stupid little fucking bitch boy. I bet you're fucking impotent. Can't get it up, you fucking idiot. He's like, yeah, you're fucking right.
Hi, Mom.
Your mom's gonna be like, why the fuck? What the fuck?
Dude, I'm so like painfully aware as I'm telling stories and thinking, I'm just like, oh fuck, my mom's gonna hear this.
See,
one.
that's the shitty part. Like, that's like my mom sees our clips sometimes, but like, I guess I'm kind of over it now. But like, if she told me she was listening to podcasts, I'd be like, fucking stop. Like, this is my happy place. Like, you're not ruining my happy place. I get to come here every single week, bop with the boys, drink a couple beers, and fucking tell the worst moments of my life. You are not allowed to hear that because sometimes they're not for my mom's ears.
Yeah. Mom, you're always welcome. Love you. I go to therapy. I have a good, healthy relationship with my mom.
I also have a healthy. Here's the thing. If my mom wants to know, she can know. But like, I always tell her, I'm like, you signed up for this.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't tell you to follow me on Instagram. You did it yourself. My favorite calls from her are like, Ben, I saw your clip.
Oh,
But it's also funny because she'll show them to people, especially the teachers at the school that I used to go to, which is extremely sheltered. And that's funny to me.
that's so funny.
I'm like, yes.
good.
Let them know that truth, beauty, and goodness did not pursue after I left. That's the name. That's like the quote of the school.
Oh.
Well, technically it's in Latin, but that did not.
Say it in Latin.
Although beauty, because I am beautiful.
Say it in Latin.
I can't remember. I think truth is veritus or something like that. Truth, beauty, goodness. Yeah, don't ask me. I took 5 years of Latin, 2 years of ancient Greek. Could not, you put that shit in front of me, gun to head, translate a word, I would be brains splattered on the wall.
Both of those are. Isn't Latin also a dead language?
Yes, sir.
Why are you learning dead languages?
So in theory, like first off, if you want to be a doctor, it's actually useful. And also, so it helped me like on the ACT SAT because like the language we're speaking, a lot of it is derivative from Latin and Greek. But you're right, it is fucking pointless. Like I could have opted out for only 3 years of Latin and then 4 years of French, but I didn't because honestly, a lot of the hot girls were in Latin. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna follow my dick on this one. Yeah. And then I was a virgin for all of high school.
Rats. You hate to see it.
Similar, but with a funnier ending than yours. Although it is funny, like you play with fire. Yeah, you're gonna get burned.
Yeah. He was
Why
like,
would they? Oh, you're drinking laxatives? Let me try.
yeah. They were like, he was like, are you guys sure? Like, do you really want to try this?
Bro, I'm built different.
Yeah, like, oh, it won't
Shit,
affect me.
my shit's always solid, bro.
Yeah.
Comes out hard as fuck.
I have a lack of fiber in my diet.
Fibers for pussies. I don't know where that came from. Okay, we gotta finish this up because we're gonna this podcast is gonna be an hour long. TLDR. I've talked about this before. I took some medication because I was short, and my parents were like, "Hey, we want you to try to be tall." So I went to an endocrinologist, and there were a couple things I did. I took a growth hormone, which I've already talked about. I was extremely horny all the time, and angry. The other one that I didn't really go into.
Me too, but unrelated.
Nice, thanks. Short man problems. Maybe it's just because we're short. Also, so I was taking this other medication that it like left the what was it? It like left the bone. Or excuse me, the growth plates in my like body to not close as fast so that I had more time to grow, right? Which didn't fucking help.
Clearly.
I don't know. First off, I like if you would have asked me like what this stuff did to my body, no fucking clue. Could have cared less. All I heard was you might be able to grow taller, and I was like, sign me the fuck up,
Like,
right?
Bet.
Number 2, science was not my thing. Like, I got my grade, which was usually B plus A minus, and then everything was gone, just out of my head. Don't remember really having like, I don't even really think I ever learned like human anatomy. Like if you were like, what is this bone? I'd be like, no fucking clue.
Really?
My dick. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
The only bone that matters. Not even a bone.
Wrong.
What bone is more important than your dick?
Your skull. Next.
Shut up. You might be right. Anyways, so I swear to God, I could be wrong. Maybe I heard the wrong thing, but I don't think so because I had no clue what it was. The doctor was saying that the thing in the medicine that like helped keep my growth plates open longer was estrogen. Had no clue.
That explains a lot about you, actually.
Will you shut the fuck up? Bitch! Fuck you! Bitch! Your name is going in my notes.
Is that third reason?
It is. Probably more like fourth at this point.
Fuck yes.
Jacob was adding reasons for me to name him in my note, and he wants to get up to 13. You probably will. We'll keep tally.
Okay.
We'll keep tally.
We'll call that 3.
We'll call that 3.
Call that 3.
We gotta actively note them on the podcast as we go.
Yep.
Throughout the years, and then once I get to 13, that's when you and Zemi take over, and then
You're just gone.
they never find out where my body is.
You take like a 3-week vacation, and everyone's like,
I just walk into the ocean and I never come back.
hey yo. Hey, yo.
This is kind of a dark podcast.
That's fine.
I like it. So
I think it's lit pretty well, but that's just me. Ha.
so close.
Beat
to
you
my
two
fourth.
there.
So close. I wasn't gonna make that joke because that's terrible. Go sit in bad joke timeout. There's a better way to put that. Anyways, let me finish my fucking story. So this doctor's like, yeah, the active ingredient is estrogen. No clue what estrogen is. So like I'm taking this medication on hockey trips. And so like similarly, I was like taking this medication in the hotel room with like 3 other guys.
And guys are just like, why are you taking medicine?
So
Which
they
is
were like,
crazy.
what are you taking it for? And I was comfortable with it. I was like, yeah, you know, you can see I'm not tall, and we're just trying to figure out if like there's something we can do about that. They were at first very understanding. And they're like, oh, like what are the 2? Because I was taking 2 pills. They're like, what are the 2 pills? And so like the first one, I was just kind of like, I don't know. I think this one makes me grow or something.
This one makes me
And
mad
then-
and horny, and this one makes me estrogen.
Makes me estrogen.
I was gonna say something else, and I was just like,
what were you gonna say?
Nah.
Was it gonna be sexist? Was it gonna be
it was
rude?
probably gonna be a little
What were
sexist,
you
and
gonna
that's
say?
why I was like,
Say
you know
it.
what? Let's
Say it
just
with your
not do that.
chest. Say it, coward. You
No,
won't.
No, I won't.
You're so rude.
No, I'm gonna keep that one
Say it
in.
with your chest.
Keep that one in the old think tank.
At least you stopped yourself.
I know.
But now you should tell it because you stopped yourself. Like it's
It's
okay.
already gone.
What?
It's already like gone out of my brain.
You're just
My brain went, that was a bad joke.
You're just
get rid
a
of that.
pussy, just like people who take estrogen. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go. There you go. There we go. Cancel him. Cancel
I
him.
took estrogen.
Cancel.
It's like I can make Asian jokes because I am Asian. Tell me where that logic is wrong. Tell me where that logic is fucking wrong, Jacob. That's what I fucking thought. Sit down. You're already sitting. Stand up. That's what I fucking thought. I can't believe you actually stood up. Why would you do that?
Yeah, you
Okay.
said to.
Anyways, so they're like, oh, what are these medications you're taking? So like the first one, I was like, it helps me grow. And then the second one, I was like, oh, like this one keeps my bones, my growth plates open. They're like, how do they do that? I was like, I don't know. Like the doctor said that like it has estrogen in it and that keeps, and they're like,
Hey,
whoa. They're like, 14-year-old hockey boys. They're like, what is it? I was like, estrogen?
And then you're like backtracking where you're like, I think
Well,
it's
I didn't-
estrogen.
I had no clue. And then they were like, bro. Like, I can't remember what they exactly said, but it was
But it
along the
wasn't-
lines of like,
Wasn't something to be repeated.
you're taking a girl pill. Like, I was like, maybe I got it wrong. Like, maybe I just trying to
Backtrack. You're like, no.
no, I said something wrong. That's something. And they're like,
I meant testosterone.
I was
That's
like,
what they're
Sarby.
giving
They're like,
me.
Sarby's turning into a girl. La, 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 la. They tell the whole hockey team. I was like, fuck. It's like, Mom, why didn't you tell me that wasn't normal?
God Damn it, Mom.
Why didn't someone tell me I could get bullied? I would have told them it was like fucking dick pills.
I don't know. My parents saw this ad online.
My dad said he
said
saw
you said to grow, and they signed me up.
said 5 inches in 5 days.
Yeah. That was funny.
I am so good.
Yeah, not to toot our own horns, but I enjoyed that one.
God, that was good. That was really good. Good shit. Yeah. So that was like an embarrassing moment for my child. They got over it because they were like, all right, Sarby's like
He's 5'0". We can't make fun of him too hard.
5'5". Put some respect. Okay, 5'4".
You were doing
5'4" and 3/4.
You were 5'4" and taking like HGH and shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
fi-
HGH.
I'm 5'4" now.
Not HGH.
Can I reopen?
It was
my
like
GoPro?
off-brand HGH. It was like HGH for pussies. That's what I was taking.
Estrogen.
Oh, you're adding to that fourth. Okay.
Is that 4?
Can we get into this? Am I the a-hole?
If you want.
Okay. Well, I'm going to restart the camera.
You do whatever you want. I am just here so you have someone to talk to, man.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm worried if one of these times I say no.
That what?
I don't know, man. I don't want to find out.
You do know this podcast for like, from episode, I think like 16 to probably 36 was just me. I did like 20 something, probably less than that, but maybe like 15 podcasts by myself.
Was that when Zemi was...
This is before Zemi was on. And it was,
Wait, you said 16. Who was on before that?
I would interview people, like random people.
Like who?
I interviewed a photographer, a comedian, a couple entrepreneurs. Entrepreneur! All right, stop distracting me. I need to get in this Am I the A-hole because it's fucking crazy.
I just want to talk to you, man.
What's going on in your life,
Yeah.
Jacob?
No, what's going on? What's
No,
going on with
I
your
want to
life?
know. What's going on in your life?
Oh, I just moved.
No,
and-
I don't care.
Oh. I sleep on the ground currently.
You literally, like, why would you fall for that?
I don't know, man.
You're going to have so much. Dude, I'm just giving you more stuff to talk about with your therapist.
Yeah, I can't wait. Anyway, what's going on in my life? I am just moved. I sleep on the ground currently. I've been hanging out with Candace, but other than that, that's it.
Fuck you.
I wanted you to fall for it.
Why would I? That's at least come up with something creative, like Imagine Dragons or like.
I have ligma. Do.
Am I the a-hole for asking my sister WTF she expected to happen at her shit show of a bachelorette party? You got to strap in. There's multiple parts to this. It's kind of fucking wild. So here's the post. For some reason, my female 32, sister 23, and her fiance 25 decided that the very best way to celebrate before getting married was to have a joint bachelor/bachelorette party
Already bold.
at strip clubs.
Oh, even bolder.
They also hired a bus limo for the evening. The aftermath was, thus far...
Wait, pause.
Wait,
what's the difference between a normal bus and a bus limo?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer this question. Okay. Well, actually, it could be like a school bus or like a tour bus. Very different from like... Just like, have you seen like the fancy buses that are like expensive? Not the ones that we're used to, but like the expensive ones that are like
kind of decked out.
Yeah, not like put in a school bus. I'm guessing it's like decked out and it has like places to sit and like a nicer bathroom.
Places to sit. The bare
nicer
minimum.
places to sit than what we're used to. Okay, not in our budget. Let's say that.
Okay.
So they also hired a bus limo for the evening. The aftermath was, thus far, 3 breakups, 4 people dropping out of the wedding party, 1 impending divorce, and 1 arrest. What? The cleaning bill for the limo was more than the original rental fee as well, which means the damage they did to this bus was more expensive than the entire bus costed.
Please continue.
I will.
My brain is sprinting.
She was crying to our mom at dinner the other day, and I snorted. I tried not to. I honestly did. I was trying to I was trying my best to keep my mouth shut. She asked me what was so funny. I said that I wasn't sure what she expected to happen. Oh, excuse me. She asked me what was so funny. I said that I wasn't sure what she expected to happen getting a group of people drunk, using illicit substances, and getting horned up watching exotic dancers. Background. This is like, basically OP dropped this and then a bunch of other stuff in the comments that I had to dig for. So I put in the work on this. You better like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Shut up. But so there was coke involved. That was confirmed in the comments. And then she just said other illegal substances.
Okay. Meth. Probably not meth.
The other clarification that's important, because there are like sex workers involved, there was no prostitution. So all of this shenanigans was the group.
Shenanigans. Okay. Wait, hold on. Back that up. There was
3 breakups.
no. Like
Oh.
the last sentence you said, there was no prostitutes, but there were sex workers involved, but no prostitution. What?
Sex workers can be like strippers who don't have sex for money, but they
okay.
do sexual things, or like, you know, like you know
like
what I
a
mean,
lap
like
dance.
lap dance
Yeah,
and like titties, you know, nudity.
Like
Like technically, like OnlyFans girls are sex workers, but they don't show.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's what that would be.
no,
considered
that's
under.
definitely. I look, I'm not sure on a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure on that.
Okay, sure. I'll take you.
If
at
I'm
your word.
wrong, somebody shoot me. I don't know.
I'll take you at your word.
Okay, so she asked me what was so funny, using illicit substances and getting horned up watching exotic dancers. She said that I was an asshole for judging her and her friends. I said I wasn't judging, just that literally. I said I wasn't judging, just that literally anyone could have seen that outcome. My mom told me to apologize because my sister is having to replace most of her wedding party on the fly. I did, but I still think I'm right. Okay. So before you dive in, here's what most of the comments was like. You can't fucking drop that absolute atomic Oppenheimer bomb of like, this is what happened,
Yeah, and
but
not give
explain
details.
it.
I was like, please give me more. Like, yeah, that's all my thought was. Is like, what do they do to get arrested? First of all, the divorce? Is she mad that he just got a lap dance and that's leading to a divorce? Because that seems like a little bit of an like overkill. I mean, I can see someone not being happy about that, but it'd be like, I
mean,
know.
what did you sign up for? But here's the thing, that's not the case.
Okay.
As I read this, I was like, holy fuck. Like, here's the thing. Okay,
So,
wait,
right-
face value, just from reading that post.
Is he the
A-hole or
asshole?
not?
Yes.
Why?
I think.
It's a she, by the way.
Oh. She.
OP is a she.
Oh, okay. So it's their sister or her sister.
Yes. That was said at the beginning when I said female 32
Oh,
and sister 23.
I don't want to assume.
You didn't assume. I told you.
I actually did assume, but
No.
assumed wrong.
Maybe if you fucking listened.
We all know I don't.
It's okay. I still love you.
Asshole? Yes, I think asshole.
Why?
I think OP. I don't know any of the details yet, and I don't know the friends, but she was already down and out, you know. So
That's
I think
fair.
yes,
Salt in the wound a little
yeah,
bit.
a little salt in the wound.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think people can be truthful but still be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can be
I
I would have to sit there and actually hear how the interaction went down because I could be like saying it like, well, what did you expect? And like, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
and
like,
especially like heat of the moment.
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Heat of the moment. Like, this is supposed to be the best moment of her life, and now it's like kind of falling to shambles. Like,
Yeah.
should probably be a little bit kinder, but then maybe after the wedding and after this shitstorm has passed, that's when you're like, hey, out of curiosity,
Are you dumb?
what did you think was gonna happen?
Are you dumb or are you stupid? Because
And then maybe you guys are laughing together.
Yeah.
But not like,
while she's scrambling and being like, I need 3 more bridesmaids and a personal attendant and someone's in jail, we have to go get it.
yeah.
Him, like, or her, I don't know.
That's like if I had shit my pants while making out with a girl and someone like completely destroyed me right after that had happened versus like after I'd gotten over it and told my friends that we could laugh at it together. Like, that's how I kind of look at it.
Did that happen?
I've told
No.
way.
I know the story about you shitting your pants. Did someone roast you immediately when it
Oh.
happened?
Actually, yes, but I was completely okay with it because I told it was we could probably say it. It's Zach Reese because he lived with me at the time.
Oh, I didn't know you lived
yeah.
with him.
Well, it was senior year.
Shout out Zach Reese.
Shout out my boy. Love him.
My boy. My grand boy.
Will you suck my nuts?
Technically my grand boy.
Did you live with him? That's what I fucking thought, loser.
Still my grand
That's what I
boy.
fucking thought.
Still my grand
That's what
boy.
he's still my boy. He was my roommate boy. We fucked. No, we didn't.
No,
We
you
didn't.
No. I think we know that boy don't fuck.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you're right. Boy don't fuck. Yeah, he took over Zemi's lease actually. This was during COVID. For the summer, he wanted to be in Ames, so he took over Zemi's lease for him. Yeah, I told him, and he was just like, "Bro, that's." Well, we laughed. I think we laughed together, and then he started roasting me. Like he was like, "I can't believe that fucking happened."
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Lil Poo Poo Boi."
Yeah, he'd be like, emotionally, are you okay? He would be the type of guy to be like, are you okay with this? Yeah. All right, you're a fucking moron, and just like land you immediately.
Well, it's funny he didn't like pick up on it because like I came in and I came in the apartment and he's like, "Yo, bro, how'd the day go?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll tell you about that." And then I went in and I turned on the shower.
I mean, that could actually honestly mean like a couple of things.
Nothing that a shower really would, but you're right. Anyways, let me get through this. Okay, so we agree.
Give me more.
You're the a-hole.
Gimme.
But the
Give me more.
comments was like, "We need this.
Give me more.
We need it."
Give me more.
Okay, so
I'm full crab right now. Gimme more.
So the comments are like, "What the fuck is happening?" And this person clearly does not want to say what happened. So they go, after like much beratement, the post is going viral. Backstory part 1 is...
Part 1.
This is what they said. I'll give the tamest example. My cousin is a talented singer. She is single and was supposed to sing a song during the ceremony. However, she hooked up with the maid of honor, whom nobody knew had that in her, including her boyfriend.
Oh, that's the tamest?
This happened in the bus.
In front of everyone?
The boyfriend got arrested for trying to break into the bus while this was going on, and several people were cheering them on after locking him out. So I'm not sure where the people who locked him out were, but it sounds like
Inside
the bus.
Let me unpack this. We're gonna be here for.
Here's the funniest thing too.
I'm gonna talk to my
Here's
therapist
the
about
thing.
this. I can't wait.
So my friend made me read this. Am I the a-hole?
And now I'm rethinking everything. Okay.
And now I want to be a priest. Really quick. The funniest thing to think about, when we got a bus party, there was a driver. Who had to deal with our shit.
Yeah.
And we were rowdy-ish. They were nice about
We
it.
weren't too bad.
Can you imagine having to be the bus driver for this?
Are they the one that locked them out? Because
No way. I'm guessing they locked out the bus driver from the bus too.
That would make sense.
Unless they did have someone driving, but I don't think so. Anyways, what were you going to say? I don't think there's like anything. It's just more like tea.
Yeah, keep going.
Wait till the backs. You ready for backstory part 2?
No, I don't think so.
Did you think it could get worse, Jacob?
I hope
Spoiler alert, it fucking does.
I hoped it didn't. Oh no. Okay. Because all the gears in my brain are like grinding right now, trying to just like comprehend that last one. The cousin, and he got arrested. Like, what kind of asshole cop would be like, "No, you're going to jail, man"? He'd be like, "I rented this bus. My girlfriend is in there.
Yeah, I'm
currently hooking up with someone else. How about you help a brother out and help me get the fuck in there?" You know what I mean? Like,
so just wait. Like, you're right. Like, what happened? Like, I need a full like Netflix documentary on this shit.
Yes.
Because how the hell?
Miss me with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial documentary.
Yeah, fuck that
Give me
shit.
this.
This is insane. This is crazy. Okay. Backstory part 2. So after like much more like,
Badgering.
if that's the tamest,
What?
where are we going with this?
Yeah.
So, backstory part 2. They started off by saying the maid of honor and her boyfriend did not break up. So this infidelity
And arrest. And arrest.
And arrest.
And arrest.
Honestly, bro, if you're going to do that, like, hey, let the boyfriend in on it.
Oh, here's also something that my brain went to immediately. Every time he has a job interview, you have to admit
No!
any arrest, and then you have to tell the story why. So this man, every time he wants a new job, will have to rehash this fucking story. And then imagine you're the interviewer and be like, "Oh, so you broke up with that person?" And they're like, "No,
No, we're actually married.
no,
Have
we're
3
still,
kids.
yeah, we're still together."
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's,
Well, do you have to report it?
yeah. If you
it's-
get arrested, you're supposed to.
But what about like pressing charges? Like, isn't that more like? I guess no. I'm guessing nobody pressed charges.
I think
Well, maybe the bus company did.
if he was like damaging the bus in it,
Because wait,
because we don't know what. Do we know what he got arrested for?
no, I don't
Okay.
think they ever revealed that. Okay, let me finish the rest of this, and then we'll. The other bridesmaid, who is married, was in an Eiffel Tower with 2 of the groomsmen.
Where, Sarby?
What do you mean?
Where did this take place? Don't tell me it was on the bus too.
I don't think they specify. One groomsman has dropped out along with the bridesmaid. Her husband has left her because. wait, this is the best part. Her husband has left her because I guess this isn't the first time. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't get married before the age of 25. Keep in mind, everyone here is like 23s-ish, early 20s, like straight out of college.
In college, some of them probably.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, you need to
Okay.
reset. You need to reread
You
that
want me
to
to
me
reread
again.
that? All right, let me reread it. One more time for the people back at home.
One more time for my stupid people. Let's go.
The other bridesmaid,
Other
who is
bridesmaid.
married, was in an Eiffel Tower with 2 of the groomsmen. One groomsman has dropped out along with the bridesmaid.
Which means
The
one stayed in.
bridesmaid's husband has left her because I guess this isn't the first time.
Shout out the one who stayed in.
They followed that up with
Yes!
They followed it up with the other groomsman in that group has no fucks to give and will be attending. That guy is a fucking
G.
legend.
That's the fucking guy.
That's so sick. He was like, what can I say? I fuck.
Okay,
I fuck.
but here's the thing. Like,
Literally spit roasted a
did-
married woman. I fuck.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I can understand why the girl dropped out. Getting spit roasted, as you said so eloquently, that's kind of embarrassing. But why did the other guy drop out if
'Cause
she dropped out?
He probably has remorse.
Did
I'm sure there was a whole blow up.
probably.
Like, I'm sure this friend group is not feeling very cash money about each other right now.
It sounds like they're closer than ever.
A little too close. Okay, there's a lot more. Let's get
I mean, there's more.
There is more.
How? Okay, I don't know if my heart can take this.
So, the other groomsman in that group has no fucks to give and will be attending. We are lucky that by the time the cops showed up, everything illegal had been taken, eaten, ingested, or swallowed.
Gross.
This is kind of the sad part. I stayed mostly sober and stayed with my sister all night so she could party and not do anything too stupid. So, like, the sister, nothing wrong.
And was in attendance.
My husband also attended, and I had tasked him with keeping an eye on the groom. He decided the best way to keep the groom out of trouble was to get his... hold on, I gotta read this again. He decided the best way to keep the groom out of trouble was to get his pants shitting drunk.
Okay.
So
this
he
is
was
how you-
so drunk, then which he accomplished with the only casualty being some underwear, a sock, and a pair of Levi's. So the bride, as funny as that is, the bride and the groom did nothing wrong. It's literally just their friends. Like, their friends kind of fucked up like the happiest day of their life.
Yeah.
By being a bunch of fucking,
Classic.
what do you even call that? By having an orgy? Not even an orgy.
Just
Just a fuck party.
yeah.
which I guess is an orgy.
It's
more
by
of-
definition, yes.
A not non-consensual, like nobody had consent, but non-consensual orgy in the fact that like
Like,
non-consensual swinging
yeah,
is a better way to put it. Like
Yeah.
all parties were not on the same page.
No, I keep coming back to the dude that was locked out while people were cheering it on.
Yes. And his girlfriend, who he probably loves dearly, is hooking up with a woman.
Which is fine, but like not when you're like not expecting it.
Which nobody had that in their bingo card that night.
How much fucking riz does that cousin have? Like
That is facts.
like
To somebody, like they said, maid of honor, no clue she swung that way.
yeah.
That we should be taking notes. Jacob, I got DM this.
She said she was the singer, right?
Yes.
We just got to learn how to sing. Play the harmonica.
I will kill myself.
I'll heart kill myself. That sounds
Really?
so much dumber.
Are you misgendering a harmonica?
Sorry. Him harmonica. Him
harmonica?
Himika? Zemlika.
No. Harmonica. So himika.
Himlika.
Harmonica.
There we go.
Harmonica.
Harmonica. Yeah.
Harmonica. Harmonica. Okay, sorry.
There-
Guys, this podcast is super long.
There, Monica. Continue.
They Monica.
They, Monica.
They Monica. We're politically correct.
I'm not.
As we do something not very politically correct. Okay, so bride and groom did nothing wrong. The bus/limo came out as the worst victim in this whole debacle.
I disagree.
I would also disagree with that. Somebody's marriage is in shambles. I think the bus can survive. Or the bus can be on the back burner. But it does say, they said, it needs a biohazard cleanup and maybe some upholstery replaced. My dad is pissed. Don't go into that.
Yeah.
They don't explain, hey, this is how the upholstery got fucked up.
Yeah. I'm assuming fluids in the most
Sure,
okay way to
but
say
like,
that.
why would I feel like there's something deeper. If like the whole, if they're making them like it, I feel like any party that's a little bit of a rager is gonna be a little,
a little pukey, a little.
But to have the whole upholstery replaced, like, just get a detail. You get a little semen, baby blood on that, like you could wipe that off. But like upholstery is like, yo, this shit got fucked.
But maybe coming back to the bus driver getting locked out in our headcanon of this, maybe they were pissed about that. And so they were like, let's throw the book at them and be like, we could get it detailed, but nah, let's.
Yeah, but I feel like they would have mentioned that. They would have been like, oh, like the company's mad, so they're fucking us. This is like, yeah, we did some real damage
They're
to
like,
this
nah,
bus.
the bus driver isn't. Yeah.
We bent over this bus and had our way, kind of like that girl in the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, Jesus.
Anyways, after reading the comments, I went to see my sister this morning and gave a more sincere apology. She asked me to be her matron of honor, and I accepted. If anyone here is free Saturday, we still need some. If anyone here is free Saturday, we still need someone to sing The Rose during the ceremony since my cousin is currently unwelcome.
She's unwelcome
because
the maid of honor's not going either.
yeah, but I'm guessing. Well, I guess that's fair.
There must be so much more. There must be so much more.
Well, maid of honor. I'm trying to think. Yeah, who would be in the wrong in that? So wait, the cousin hooked up with the maid of honor, who we can assume is the best friend of the sister, who has a boyfriend.
Let's go with best friend because usually the maid of honor is either best friend or sister, and it would be
But
weird.
it's not the sister.
She may have multiple. Although
I think OP would have met because OP is also this. So why would she say
Like,
maid of honor who isn't my
to,
sister?
Maybe to protect.
But that's even more of a reason not to like kick the maid of honor out.
That's true.
I feel like maid of honor is not family related.
I agree.
But I also see where you're coming from. Why is the maid of honor not or why isn't the cousin? I don't get it. Like what?
There must be so much more on like because
Yeah, we probably are still missing stuff. I want to know what happened to the bus.
because
to
here's
the
all
T.
here's all the stuff like yeah, they did a bunch of nonsense and all that drama happened between bridesmaids and groomsmen, right? But none of them really actively wronged the bride and groom other than destroying the bus, right?
Well, I mean, they made
Drama.
like a lot of the people dropped out of the party because of
Yeah, but nobody actively was raw. I don't know. Like if you're not welcome, you must have done some shit.
yeah,
must have
yeah. I
shitted.
guess I think you're right. I think if they're not welcome, there has to be some more story there
Mm-hmm.
as to like, I don't know, what could the story be?
I'm racking.
Yeah,
my
I'm really
brain.
confused.
Like I'm racking my brain, but also like my brain would never go to, oh, the singer and the maid of honor hooked up and locked someone out while they're getting like that's the tamest part. So like my brain can't even comprehend.
Well, the
moral-
Eiffel Tower was wild. I was just like, what? Okay, wait.
There's more. There's more.
There's a little bit more.
There's more.
So, she said like, cousin isn't welcome. I only know about the breakups from hearsay, but suffice it to say that getting a group of friends who have a lot of sexual history together and giving them drugs and alcohol, then taking them out to see naked people is a terrific idea if you are not getting married in a week.
Oh, in a week. They did the party in less than a week too. That's a bold.
I feel like there's what is that? The Hangover was like 3 days before, 2 days, or something like the day before, right?
that's usually not super standard. Like usually,
I don't know. I've never actually been to a bachelor party or something.
I'll invite you to mine
Oh, sick. That'd be sick.
if
Yeah.
I have to.
We're going to
talk,
be waiting a long time for that one.
gotta talk to women first.
We'll do that. One of these nights we'll go out and I'll be like, hey, you met Jacob?
And they'll be like, no, and I don't wanna.
I can't see him. He's not in my eye line.
Yeah. Where is he? He sounds cool.
Where are you talking from? We're both just like, down here.
Yeah. I hear voices, but I see no people.
Talking to the mic. We can't hear. If you're talking over here, you're not going to pick it up. Did you hear that? How if I talk over here?
I can hear you.
All right, we're going to have to do mic training on you. It's like training a dog, but you're a human being with common sense.
Debatable.
Fair. After hearing all that, still the a-hole?
I'm still gonna go with yes, but I still understand more. Because if you were a sober person babysitting through all of that, I'd be pissed the fuck off.
Yes.
And
That's where I was kind of at.
Where I'm like, if you're digging the salt in the wound, I get it. Still kind of an asshole move.
I think
But-
I can empathize with like your
Yes.
reaction makes a ton of
Yep,
sense.
you're completely justified.
Are you still the a-hole for it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like this
Am I better than you? No, I would have done the. I would have been way worse.
Yes, 100%.
You handled it way better than I would.
100%.
Like it wouldn't have been a debate if I'm the asshole. If I'm in that situation, I would have for sure been the asshole.
But here's also the thing too, like in that way, yes, they're justified, but also like a little bit more salt in the wound because the sister and the husband did nothing wrong. Like if it was like,
if
other than
they were the ones that had fucked up and like
yeah,
done all that nonsense.
other than I don't even think like this is just like was something that was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Like more that your sister and her husband need to find better friends. Better friends, better pizza, Papa John's.
Yeah. All I'm saying, if it wasn't going to happen on a also bold move to do a joint bachelor and bachelorette party, especially if I think they said there's some sexual history already.
Yeah.
Bold move to do that. Second thing, if it didn't happen on that night, it would have happened the night of the wedding. Because normally the bachelor party and bachelorette party will have like their own suites.
Mm-hmm. I actually I think doing a joint. I don't know. Granted, I'm kind of a pussy, but I think I would love a joint bachelorette party. But I wouldn't want to do a strip club. I think I'd want to do it like a weekend getaway, especially if there were a lot of couples and like both of our.
I think one of our friends, their bachelor and bachelorette party, they did it the same weekend at the same location. I think they went to the Lake of the Ozarks, but they went on opposite
I think I know who you're
sides of
talking
the lake.
about, yeah.
So I think they met up like during the day.
Are these the people that
in the-
dated like through all of
Yes.
college?
And
Yes, I know who
they
you're
met up
talking
in the
about.
middle of the lake like during the day, but then at night they went their separate ways and they
Mhm.
each did their own thing, which I think that's like a cool way to do.
Yeah.
that. But so like you're kind of together and it's one weekend, but also the boys can bool
boys.
and the girls can do
Yeah, I think
whatever
that's good.
girls do.
I like that. That's actually really sick. Just opposite sides, but like still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's sick. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that laugh.
I like you a lot.
All right, baby, we got to wrap this up. This bitch is going too long. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Last Drop. Make sure to subscribe, sign up for the Patreon, do all the things that help us out. We will see you guys next week. Me, Jacob, and Zemi. Porno.
Did you even set that up?
Porno.
Did you tell them that I'm gonna be
Porno.
back with
Yeah.
Zemi?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
God, this guy's stupid. Get your fucking finger out of my frame.